crucial expansion of the Uttar Pradesh cabinet is underway, and 6 to 7 new faces are expected to be inducted into the Chief Minister Adityanath's team this evening. Alok Pandey now joins us. Alok, of course, it's an expansion that comes just months before assembly polls in this politically key state. And given that it is a delicate balancing act of castes and communities, who is making the cut?
I think the most important point that you have highlighted is the balancing of caste and communities. From what I can make out, there are a total of 7 ministers who are going to take oath today. 3 of them are from other backward communities. In fact, the first person who you see on your screen right now is Jitin Prasad, and he is going to take oath. We have been told that he's the only one who's going to be made a cabinet minister. That's what we've been told. And as we watch his swearing-in taking place, just a bit of background about who Jitin Prasad actually is. So we all know that Jitin Prasad is a former Congress MP and a former union minister. He was more or less the Congress's Brahmin face, so to say, one of the Brahmin faces of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh, till he decided to switch sides. And when he switched sides, he went over to the BJP. For the past 2-3 months, there was a lot of speculation that he would be given a cabinet berth and that he would actually be made a minister. Now that speculation has finally been put to rest, and you see those visuals of Jitin Prasad in the swearing-in. And like I said, he's number 1 in the pecking order, so to say, because there are a total of about 7 ministers who are going to be sworn in. So he's number 1, and he has just finished his oath-taking. So I'll talk about some more probables as we just look at the formalities being completed. Like I said, there are going to be 3 people that we've been told from the other backward communities, 2 people from scheduled castes and 1 person from the scheduled tribe, and 1 Brahmin face. So that's the mix-up of caste and community that the BJP is doing right now. Now, as we see the second person now taking oath, I'll just tell you who he is also. This is the second person who's now going to take oath. And this is Chhatrapal Gangwar. This is Chhatrapal Singh Gangwar. He is an MLA from the Bahedi seat in Bareilly. Now, Bareilly is more or less towards western UP. And he is an OBC. He is part of another backward community. And this is his second term as MLA. So this is the second person who is taking oath right now. And like I said, at least 3 people from the other backward communities taking oath. And I'll also speak about the importance of this expansion as we watch all of these people taking oath. I think, as ministers, they're not going to be able to perform in their ministries in the 3 months that they have before the election code of conduct kicks in. I don't think it's anyone's imagination, anyone's idea that they are going to, be handed out some very important ministries, etc. The idea is to signal to voters ahead of the crucial 2022 state election, and that is why you have all of these people taking oath. Mr. Gangwar, I believe, is about 65 years old, and he is a Kurmi by community or by caste. He's OBC Kurmi, and like I said, he's a second-term MLA from Bahedi in Bareilly, and he's also just finished his oath-taking, the second person to take oath. A total, like I said, of 7 people are going to take oath today. And this is the second person who's just taken his oath, so we're just waiting to see who the next person is going to be. The next person is Paltu Ram. This is Paltu Ram. Paltu Ram is a MLA from Balrampur. Balrampur is about 150 to 200 kilometers. Balrampur is about 150 to 200 kilometers from Lucknow. It's towards the Nepal border. And Mr. Paltu Ram has been in active politics for close to 2 decades. But used to be in the Bahujan Samaj Party earlier. And then, of course, he switched over to the BJP. He's 47 years old. He is from a scheduled caste, and that's important. He's from a scheduled caste. And again, the BJP signaling to SC voters just ahead of the 2022 Assembly polls. He's known as a strong leader within the SC community. That is why perhaps he's one of those who is taking oath right now. So we have 3 out of 7 who have taken their oath. This person, this lady who is on your screen right now, her name is Dr. Sangeeta Balwant Bind. Sangeeta Balwant Bind is an OBC leader of the BJP from Ghazipur. She is a first-time MLA. This is the first time in 2017 that she became an MLA, fighting on a BJP ticket. And she's now taking oath as a minister. She's likely to be made a minister of state. Her seat is Ghazipur Sadar, and she's about 42 years old. Again, a signal to the OBC community, particularly in eastern Uttar Pradesh, where there are many claimants for the OBC vote, including Mr. Om Prakash Rajbhar, who used to be an ally of the BJP but has now broken ranks and has more or less allied with Asaduddin Owaisi and other smaller regional units. So by giving her a berth in this cabinet, the Yogi Adityanath government in UP perhaps trying to signal to voters in eastern UP. So that is what is happening right now. Sangeeta Balwant Bind being inducted into the UP cabinet. This is the 4th induction right now. So we are still waiting for another 3 ministers to take oath. But like I said, this is more electoral calculation and electoral optics rather than any actual chance for these ministers to work in their respective ministries, because there is hardly any time left for that. The Election Code of Conduct will kick into place very, very soon. This is Sanjeev Kumar, and he is an MLA from Obra. He's an MLA from Obra in eastern UP's Sonbhadra. And he is a first-time MLA from Obra in eastern UP Sonbhadra. Like I said, he is from a scheduled tribe. And that's also interesting. He's from a scheduled tribe. And he used to be a businessman in those parts, is what we are told. And right now he's also taking oath. He's also taking oath as a minister. He's also one of those who's likely to be made a minister of state in the cabinet. Because like I said, what we've heard is that only Jitan Prasad, the Brahmin face of the BJP now, so to say, is likely to be made a minister with cabinet rank. The rest of the people who are getting sworn in right now are likely to be a minister of state. Maybe they could get an independent charge, maybe they won't. That's a different thing. But at the moment, it does seem that this is Mr. Sanjeev Kumar who's taking oath as a minister. He's also done. Now we have the next person. I'll just tell you who this is to. As we just also look at the next person who's taking oath as a minister in the government. His name is Dinesh Khatik. Dinesh Khatik is the MLA from the Hastinapur Assembly seat in Western UP's Meerut. He is again a first-time MLA, and Hastinapur is a seat in Western Uttar Pradesh, and he again is somebody. See, again, we may not have heard so much about these names. I mean, they are not in the normal political discourse, so to say, in Uttar Pradesh. I mean, they're not the kind of names who all of us would be discussing on and off when it comes to UP politics. But do remember that the BJP has 300 plus MLAs in Uttar Pradesh. Again, this is somebody from the scheduled caste, and he is somebody who has vast experience, we are told, in working for the RSS. which is the ideological mentor of the BJP. And he's somebody who's grounded in that politics. He is associated with the Sangh when it comes to
all right.
Western Uttar Pradesh. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, as Alok Pandey has been taking us through the cabinet expansion of the UP, Chief Minister Adityanath, just months ahead of this crucial assembly elections in the state, that expansion taking place at the Raj Bhavan. And as Alok pointed out there, this is an exercise in balancing out caste and community, all of this with an eye ahead on the big elections. So, the big story of the day coming out of UP, that cabinet expansion underway now.